Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a couple days since we got all of our turbo build done on the car. Now there are two additional brackets that need to be thrown on the car. One's on the downpipe side. I ended up looking up on forums. I need to order an Evo X one, so that's on its way. And in the meantime, we also have the compressor side we're going to go ahead and install today. I have that right now. Looks almost like a little banana shaped. Here it is right here. So we're going to go ahead and install that today. And in order to get to that, we're probably going to have to remove the intake to get access back there. I'll show you guys where it's at. So as you can tell, it's pretty cramped back here. Yeah, I have a better clarification to show you guys once I remove this little intake inlet. And while we're at it, when we go ahead and remove that, we can go ahead and install the intake heat shield, because basically what you got to do is replace this little bracket right here with this one. I previously didn't know that, and I found out there's an additional instruction manual to install this. It didn't come with the intake itself. So like I said, you're going to replace that with this one, and you're going to be utilizing that bolt to hold up your lower intercooler pipe, and that attaches to this portion right here. Alright, so it's going to be really hard to show you guys. There's like really no space to record anything. But this end right here is going to sit on the compressor side. This right here gets bolted up underneath. So right there on the turbo is where the top piece is going to get bolted down into. And then if you look down below, there's a bracket like way down there it attaches to. It's not even in camera right now. It's like way beneath. So it's going to be a pain in the butt to show you guys, but that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to go ahead and attach that on there. Give it some extra support from the turbo to the block. And then we'll go ahead and throw on our heat shield as well. Alright, got the banana clip in. Once again, holds the turbo compressor to the block. And let me tell you, that was a freaking pain in the butt. Wish I really caught that before I got the whole turbo build installed, but doing with what I had to. Move the intake, and with the 14mm hex head, some extensions, stuff like that, you can get to that bottom bolt. It was a pain in the butt. I can't really show you where it's at. It's just hidden underneath the block, but it is there. There's some drawings that you can go ahead and see it on. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you what I can show you. So the best access point to this is going to be from up top. So I highly suggest you guys get like an anti-fatigue mat. That's what I have here. You can literally just lay above. Like I have this like pretty thick, so don't just be like laying over anything, crushing stuff. But from up here, you guys can see the bracket right there. Alright, maybe you'll get a better view coming through the intake side. Yep, so there's our bolt, and there is our bracket. And like I said, it goes down underneath into the car and bolted up down there. Now that really was a pain in the butt, not gonna lie. But now that the banana clip is on, the rest should be smooth sailing. We're gonna go ahead and remove the stock battery tray, I guess you want to call it that, for the Lancer or the Ralliart. We're going to remove the stock battery tray and get the AMS intake heat shield on there. 12mm bolt, and then a 12mm one here as well. I think that should be it, and this should be able to come out, and we can put our heat shield in. Let's go ahead and find out. We already have the extension out, so why not? Well, spoke a little too soon, got those two removed, and that third one down there. And as you can see, I give it a nice little tug, that's not going anywhere. So, handy dandy flashlight. Let's see if I can show you on camera. Yeah, as you can see, there's a bolt right there. And there's another one further up. Like, and another one like further up, like right underneath this section right here. So there's two more bolts holding it to the side, and it should come out after that. Alright, to help make you guys' life easier, so I have my ratchet. I have an extension that reaches all the way to the wall, and like I said, that is a 12mm down there. Right there. No throw. So to catch you up, the extension wouldn't reach the other bolt that's underneath here. So it unattached everything. I was able to like kind of bend this up and get access to it this way. So you can see my ratcheting wrenches on there fits up right there. That's where that last little bolt is. So we're making progress here. All right, bolt is out. Bracket is out. So now that we have all this room, we should be good to go ahead and bolt up our heat shield. So there's the two holes that match up there. There's that one that matches to the lower intercooler pipe. And this last one, you'll see there is a little hole right there that we utilized. So as far as the hardware, they got brand new stuff that came with the heat shield. So we'll go ahead and apply all of those. Alright, all bolted down. Attached down there, attached on the wall, and attached on the two spots over there. So let's go ahead and fix our intake and see how it all comes together. Wow, I'm always freaking dirty. Anyways, we got the little turbo bracket installed, and we now have our heat shield installed. That way we're not getting a whole bunch of heat soak from the engine onto that intake. So it should perform a little bit better. On a side note, heat shield is off a little bit, kind of bothers me, but it should still cover majority of the intake, so it's still going to be more functional than without it. Just thought I'd let you guys know. I tried orientating the intake a little bit, pulling it out. I mean, that's the best that we're going to be able to get it the way that's mounted up here. So yeah, it is what it is. No harm, no foul. Alright folks, so you guys saw me install the turbo bracket from the compressor side to the block. Now we're going to go ahead and install the downpipe bracket. Finally got that in the mail today from STM. Here is the Evo 10. Ralliart is still here bagged with all of its bolts. So we're going to go ahead and show you the two comparisons real quick. Get up underneath the car and go ahead and get this installed. So here is the Evo 10 one, significantly shorter than the Ralliart. I'll show you here in a second. But as you can tell, that is significantly shorter than what the Ralliart had. So the Ralliart was a smaller turbo, had a lot more distance to travel from the block. Now the AMS wide mouth is going to be definitely closer to the block now. So as you can see, that's about cut in half right there on the space required. So we're just going to go ahead and transfer over the old hardware to this. So you're going to go ahead and access this from the passenger wheel well. And yeah, so fast forward, I'm going to go ahead and remove the wheel. Obviously got the car jacked up already. Remove the right passenger fender liner and we'll have access down there. And just a simple reminder, you will be utilizing an extension, 14mm hex head, a swivel socket, just to make life a little bit easier for you. And I think that's about it. Yeah, of course your ratchet and a flashlight if you're working at night like I am. So I lied, you really don't need to remove that passenger splash shield because you're going to have access to your downpipe right here through this little, right above the drive shaft. That has one empty spot on our downpipe, and that's going to get connected, and it's going right into the block right there. So very short distance, and we can go ahead and reach out with our extension. So let's go ahead and get our hardware, bracket, and test fit everything. Alright, there you have it. Both bolts are securely fastened, torqued down, turbo, downpipe to the engine block. So I know everything is nice and secure now. So the main reason you want to go ahead and secure everything is so it doesn't put a lot of stress, unnecessary stress on your downpipe and turbo. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Wasn't too difficult to do, and now I know it's on there. So as just a reminder, I did order that little bracket off of STM. Here is the part number. Go ahead, pause the screen if you want, and I'm also going to leave it down below in the comment section or in the description box. So highly recommend if you guys are going to swap out your turbo, definitely put your brackets back on. Like I said earlier, it's going to help alleviate a lot of unwarranted stress towards your system, towards your mechanical parts in there, your turbo, manifold, downpipe, all that stuff. So you guys really want to make sure you get your brackets on. There's three of them. There's that main one with the hell bolt directly to your turbo. There's a little bracket there, and then there's the compressor side, and there's also the downpipe side. So there's a total of three of them. If you're missing one of them, I'm sure you'll be okay, but it's always better just to run them all. So with that being said, I just want to say thanks for watching. Never live your life in auto, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.